Very fine. Good evening to all the Toastmasters present here. This is Govind and I'll be playing the role of Sergeant at Arms. So today is a special session as Toastmaster Lochan is going to tell us how to deal with work and stress and tips to recover them. And I'm very excited to attend that. Before that, let me just read out the ground rules. As Toastmasters, we do not talk about sex, religion, and politics, so please refrain from discussing these topics. Please put yourself on mute if you're not speaking. Please turn off your video if you are stepping out of the meeting. As everybody in their life has a mission to achieve their goals, likewise, our Toastmaster Club has a mission. The mission of our Toastmaster Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this, I announce this meeting as open and hand over the stage to presiding officer Abhinav.
Thank you so much, Govind, for starting the meeting. This is our 70th Coastline Toastmasters meeting. And what's so special about this meeting? Because from today's meeting, we are moving to weekly meetings for this month. We are going to see what is the attendance ratio and how our members are actually interested. So this is our first meeting of this month. And there is a huge change in the atmosphere all around India. It's because of the El Nino effect. It seems summer isn't actually is like a summer these days, and we will be kind of experiencing the same weather for the next 5 to 6 days as well. Without further ado, I'm going to call on the TMOD Toastmaster of the Day for today's meeting. It is our Toastmaster Sai Lochan. It is his first session, first meeting as a Toastmaster of the Day. And the topic for today's session, the theme of today's meeting is work and stress, tips to recover. Work and stress, everybody's got to work. We are all working. Stress, it's part of our jobs. And I am very much excited because I want to take away a lot of things from this session and actually implement those things in my life. And I also wish the same will be delivered by our Lochan. We have expectations, Lochan. And before I hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the Day, I see a guest here, Rajshekhar. Hi, Rajshekhar. Hi, Rajshekhar. Hi. If you are a Toastmaster or if you are attending as a guest, can you please come onto the stage and introduce yourself?
I am attending this meeting as a guest. This is the first time I'm attending a meeting of Toastmasters. So I'm a corporate employee. I'm a corporate employee with a background in working in research. So I'm looking forward to learning more things from you all.
Great. So you're based out of?
I'm currently in my hometown, in Andhra Pradesh.
Okay.
Vizag. I'm from Vizag. But I was previously working in Bangalore.
Oh, great. Okay, Rajshekhar, thank you for introducing yourself. So yes, without further ado, I call upon our Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Sai Lochan. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Abhirav, for the. So before I begin, actually, I just want to have a small story so that I can get a hang of what is going on. So I would like you to imagine, suppose you imagine to be any a military officer or commander or someone of a higher designation. So you get a call at around 12:30 p.m. The afternoon saying that there's a bomb at the railway station. So immediately you and your team, you assemble as fast as you can and head to the railway station. At the railway station, see a lot of screaming, a lot of shouting, There's chaos everywhere. People are scrambling around. You do your best as a person in the ground. You do your best and you try to disperse as many people as possible. And you start looking for the bomb. Once actually you find a bomb in a small tight corner, you open the bomb and you see a timer ticking. As the timer is ticking from 30, 20, 10, 9, 8, 7. So what do you think is the thought in your head at that moment? What do you think would be the feeling? Anybody care to guess?
It's going to explode. I'm going to run. Is someone going to save
See,
us?
right now I'm in a train journey and I do not wish to comment on that.
Okay, that is I can't explain how that must feel for you. That must be the wrong example at this time. But any further answers on what the commando might be feeling at that moment?
I would like to cut the wire, maybe.
I'm sorry, Hema.
I would like to cut the wire,
Yeah, yes,
bomb wire.
yes.
We have 10 seconds, right? So we can do that in those 10 seconds, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, so identifying from all those answers, I think the fear of not able to save those people, the stress of carrying out your duty with that time to diffuse is more at that time. So listening from your answers, yes, 10 seconds is a less time. So that the feeling you feel at that moment is stress. Stress is something which most people don't give importance to, but I feel it should be spoken about and being told around because stress is essentially our way of coping up with things in our life right now. And with that said and done, I would like to ask you one thing. I know since all of you are working professionals, except for Hemant, I believe he's going to be a working professional. So I would like to ask you: has anybody felt stress at work? I mean, whatever idea of stress is with you. Yeah, I can see a raise of hands. So anybody care to have a few words on what you feel when you're stressed? When do you feel stress? Anybody?
So it's basically whenever I do not reach the production targets, or whenever uh, the situation is out of control, or whenever I'm unable to manage my team properly, going to stress out. But the thing is, whenever I kind of stress out, I also feel like, okay, you are going to stress out, just be calm, do not make yourself stressed, just be cool, so that the free flow of thoughts will be there, and new ideas will be coming. So this is what I feel, and this is what personally I kind of do whenever I feel stressed.
Yeah, and since Govind is eager to tell us something about how he's stressed in the train right now, Govind, can you tell me that?
Yeah, so basically whatever work we do, uh, my firm is PwC. It is one of the big four of accounting firms. So it deals with it has a lot of business dealings. They have lots of potential clients. So they have to close the deal with the potential clients. So at workplace, we do get some urgent work, which I have to finish it by the deadline. We have something called SLA, which means service level agreements. Ideally, we are expected to meet the service level agreements. So there are some scenarios where things are not in our hands and we won't be able to meet the SLAs. So in such scenarios, we'll feel a bit stressful. Like deadline, I would say. Yeah.
Sounds stressful just to hear your. So with that said, since we have been talking about stress a lot, that is going to be the running theme of today. We're going to discuss about what is work stress and how to, get over work stress and reduce all those negative feelings that we get from stress. This is going to be the theme for today's meeting. With that said and done, ladies and gentlemen, hello. My name is Lotsen, and I'm going to be the Toastmaster of the day. And it is my privilege to welcome you all for the 70th meeting of the Toastmasters, First-Line Toastmasters. So, for the benefit of the guests, since I see a few guests today, I would like to explain how the meeting is going to be structured today. Since there are no prepared speech for this section, generally that's going to be the first section of a Toastmasters meeting. Since there's not going to be any prepared speeches. Second section would be the table topic section. The table topic session is the most amazing and most interactive session there is in the Toastmasters. Table topic session is where the table topic master gives you topics and you're going to speak about 1 to 2 minutes on that topic. This encourages impromptu speaking. And the next session, the third session would be the evaluation section where the general evaluator and his team would present the evaluations for the entire meeting. That is going to be the structure for a Toastmasters meeting today. And assisting me today in this wonderful meeting is going to be the tag team, but I don't see a here. It's going to be a TG team. I would like to call the general evaluator so that he can introduce the tag team and explain the roles to the members of guest. Over to you, Jennifer.
Yeah. So I am Toastmaster Abhiram and I'll be the general evaluator for today's meeting. Yeah, what I'll be doing is I will be evaluating each and every aspect of this entire meeting. Starting from role takers to participants to evaluators. From starting of the meeting to the ending of the meeting, I'll be evaluating each and every aspect of this entire meeting. And to support me in the evaluation, I have a TG team. T stands for timer and G stands for grammarian. So now I call upon Toastmaster Govind to come onto the stage and introduce yourself and the objectives of timer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhiram. As Toastmaster Abhiram said, I'll be playing the role of timer. Basically, the role of the timer is I involve in timing the table topic sessions. As there are no speeches, I'll be timing the table topic sessions and I'll be sharing my screen, and each table topic is expected to be around 1 to 2 minutes. You'll be seeing the colors green, yellow, and red. So once you see the red card, we expect you to finish the table topics in the interest of time. Suppose you exit the time limit. Once you exit speaking, even after the red color is shown, you will be disqualified from getting vote for a table topic session. Apart from this, to be specific, at 1 minute, I'll raise a green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, I'll raise a yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. With this, I will hand over the stage to General Evaluator Abhiram.
That was great, Toastmaster Govind. Now, you might ask, like, why timing? Because to be a good speaker, we should always get hold of timing. Do anyone of you know what an elevator pitch is? Elevator pitch. So
yeah,
basically,
I think you have to pitch your idea to some businessman or someone who does seed funding. I would say angel investor. I would say, suppose you have a startup idea and you want some investor or some angel investor, and you're in an elevator. I think that the average time it will take is 1 to 2 minutes. So you have only that window to completely present your idea.
Yes, more or less similar, but it is not like you are standing in the elevator and giving the pitch. But the amount of time, it depends, but it is mostly less than 1 minute. and sometimes you need to give the precise meaning of what what you want to communicate to the other person within 20 to 30 seconds. So that is what an elevator pitch is. And this is where the timing is important. See, you may have a lot of content, but how precisely and how meticulously you actually make the information communicatable within the time is what we need to learn. And for that, the evaluator is our timer. Now I call upon our word master of the grammarian for today's meeting is our Toastmaster Hemant. Toastmaster Hemant, please come on to the dais and introduce yourself and your role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abraham. Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Hemant. Yeah, I will be playing the role of Wordmaster Grammarian. Yeah, what you have to do is I'll give two idiom of the day and the meaning of the word of the day. So you have to use the two things in the whole conversation uh, entirely. Like I will check the uses of the sentence and the uh, how you framed the sentence. If in case it's needed any uh, bet, better, so you can improve. So I will suggest you to how can you frame the sentence even more better. Yeah, that's what Wordmaster Grammarian does. Yeah. Idiom of the day for today is beat around the bush. The meaning is to avoid talking about what's important. I'll again repeat it, beat around the bush to avoid talking about what's important. For example, one should not be around the bush in meetings. And word of the day, soothing. The meaning is having a gently calming effect. I'll repeat it again. Word of the day, soothing. The meaning is having a gently calming effect. For example, I love to put on some soothing music. Yeah, that's from my side. I'll hand over to Toastmaster Abraham. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hemant. And Toastmaster, this is the first time Toastmaster Hemant is taking the Wordmaster Grammarian role. All the best for that role, Toastmaster Hemant. And now, a last minute help from our Toastmaster Raidu. Toastmaster Raidu will also be playing our counter. Toastmaster Raidu, if you can come up and introduce yourself and the role about our counter.
Thank you, Gigi. The purpose of our counter is to note words. I'm clearly audible, right? Thank you. Thank you, Gigi. Toastmaster Abraham. I'm going to play our counter. The purpose of our counter is to note words and sounds that are used as clutch words. Usually, while you're speaking, you used to use like repeated words. Before that, I use like. They are known as repeated words. I will count the repeated words and filler sounds like e, like that. And I will also note long pause and the short pause. Long pause means the gap between 2 to 5 seconds, and short pause means more than 1 to 2 seconds from word to word. And I will also note for filler words and repeated words. That's it. And I will give my report when General Auditor Toastmaster Abraham calls me. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raidu. So I'll not beat around the bush now, and I'll be giving the stage to Toastmaster Lochan, our Toastmaster of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Lochan.
Thanks again. I'm grabbing the stage again from you. So we were talking about what work stress is, what stress is, and we have heard two amazing stories of how Abhiram and Govind are stressed right now from their work. So grabbing the movement forward, I would like to present my screen. Tell me when it is visible. Is it visible?
Yeah, the click to add title is visible.
So like any,
Yeah, full screen.
yeah. So is it visible now?
Yeah, yeah.
So like any other movie, since you go to the movies, I'm going to have a disclaimer here. Have I stopped the presentation or is it fine?
Yeah, it stopped and now it's back. We are able to see your screen.
I'm really sorry. Yeah. So like any other movie, as I was saying, since we go to the movie, there's always a disclaimer. And today's disclaimer for today's disclaimer is no animals were harmed. I think only employees are hurt, employees are harmed. So this might be a little serious, but I think you have to take it in a light way. Stress is experienced by everyone. Keep this in mind as very important. This is a really funny image of how work stress is being depicted by a person. As you can see, and instead of me telling, uh, I would like somebody to come up. I mean, probably anybody just come up and identify whatever is going on this image. Anybody, I would like to invite Krishna.
Sorry to interrupt, Lochan. I mean, we are able to see your screen, but the slide,
First slide
it
only
is
we're
in-
able to see. Remaining slides you
Yes.
didn't get that.
yes,
Disclaimer
okay.
is just click the disclaimer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine
Now
now?
it's
Yeah.
yes, now it is.
Oh, okay, fine. So I was presenting this image actually.
Yeah.
If you can see it now. Since instead of me telling, I would like somebody, probably Krishna, you can just come up and just identify what is going on in this image. You can just give us right now.
Yeah, it is everyday scenario for me that because a lot of phone calls is there. Company provide the laptop, company provide the mobile phone to me that to attend 24/7 with all the employees, and near about 100 people are working. 100 problems every day. Particularly Monday is very dangerous day for me. That one. Sometimes morning, if I get the phone call, means I'll get one heart attack. Like one jerk will come in the heart. Then I ask, is there any urgency and issue? No, sir. Then my BP will be get down. So this everyday situation. And if you take the timings, targets I need to be complete. And the only thing is that even though we are working in the global company, it is 5 days a week, but Saturday, Sunday is work from home. Physically, I'll go for the 1 week, and Saturday, Sunday is work from home. That is there, and always statistics we need to be the how much amount I spend in a quarter, and with the finance I need to be give how many batches I released, whether you reached the target or not, how many deviation I need to take, all current change control and CAPAs are completed or not, everything we need to be present. To support to me, my team is there, and we need to be fine tune the things and get this. Every day the situation is like that. Morning wake up, I'll wake up in subconscious mind only whether things are completed or not. That is my situation. And even night also, when a big Excel sheet will keep on running in my mind that whether it is completed or not. So sometimes I should not call to my employees also night 10 o'clock forcibly to get the information. I used to call at 10 o'clock in night, and so maybe the people also get scolding. But thing is that tomorrow in front of my manager, my management, I should not get down. My department should not get down. So that is everyday situation. Almost all employees, particularly middle management, if you see that thing, there's had lot of things, and you can't convince that down, you can't convince that up also. So that is the situation. Thank you very much. It's having a lot of meaning in this, and we can imagine ourselves in that situation.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Krishna. This is exactly an apt description of whatever we told. This is the story of every employee, every working employee. As a software employee, I can verify your story. As a middleman, not even as a middleman, as an everyday employee, there's a lot of work-related stress. There's a lot of demands from our the work. There's a lot of pressure from your peers to perform better. There is pressure from a manager to the manager expects you to deliver better. So these are all the reasons, different reasons that one can experience stress. And I think this image is a perfect description of what it is. So moving on, I would like to define what work stress is. I actually Googled the definition, and that's a really stressful definition that I found out. So what the Google told me is that it is the physical and emotional responses that occur during a job when we don't match the resources or and capabilities of whatever is going on in our job. But the long story short, I think work stress is the feeling of setback. It is the feeling of down, or it is the feeling of push backwards that we inculcate in work, that we feel during work. So this is what I would define work stress as. And so, as Krishna told previously in the description of an image, there are different factors for why we are stressed at work. The first factor is low salaries. As I'm working in a firm, company, I don't think I'm going to name it, but I don't, I after every month, I feel that my salary is not sufficient. Even though I think that's a mindset, but still, low salaries are a demotivating factor for employees. And excessive workloads, as I have told you, there are the requests and demands that you are expected to do as you level up in your company is a lot of more. So excessive workloads is a factor. And again, not naming my company, but I sometimes feel that what is going on? There is no growth for me here. So how do I learn from this situation now and try to move on from my advancement? We feel like we are not going anywhere wherever we are, and that is exactly when we feel the work isn't engaging. And coming to the fifth point, the lack of social support. When you're working in a workplace, networking and the ability to connect to people is vital important. That is how you maintain connection and improve your work. When you don't have support on whenever you're facing any problems, I think that is a really serious factor of when you're going to start down your journey as an employee. And the final thing, everybody knows. Funny thing, if you have band scores like I do, I think it's pretty demotivating for me to get a B band or something every time when I know I'm really close to getting an A band. So having a low band score, to specify a band score is something that rates of performance. So a lower band score is actually demotivating. And these are all the generic work-related stresses that every employee faces. So, and if I missed anything, would anybody like to add? Uh, Mr. Rajashekhar, since you have not had any interaction yet, is there anything I'm missing? Is there anything you want to add to these factors that lead to stress? Can speak up.
Yeah, sure. So, work in corporate can be quite stressful. You have highlighted very good points. Apart from that, this work from home scenario has brought in a lot of stress uh, in terms of family life and also the lack of, change. Earlier, when we used to work in offices, we used to have several team lunch kind of outings or some team outings, something like that. But this is totally lacking right now. Some people might, uh, some people who can actually take some trips can do it, but sometimes it can be stressful.
I would like to add another 2 points. One is resource shortage, manpower shortage. 10 people's work, if you're giving 2-3 people only, means automatically you need to be stretched out, and will be the automatically the stress will be there, and unrealistic timelines. So if you take that 1 week, you are able to complete the things, means why can't today? Why can't you complete today itself? Like that, pressure is there, means so the stress will be there, and when the stress is increased, means you lost your attention. You will be in total confusion. Over a period of that, you will deteriorate your health, particularly BP, sugar, and will attack. Already I got this.
That is actually concerning. At the same time, there was wonderful points, but it was concerning. So all in all, I think the expectations that our work has is mostly the cause of our stress. The expectations of our managers, the expectations of the peers, the expectations of deadlines. Even actually, work actually expects from us. You have to complete this. The work expects from us humans that have to do it. So the expectations are the primary reason to sum it all up. And further, I think these are some of these signs that you feel stressed. You have low energy, you have headache, insomnia, you can't sleep at nights, or you're not able to eat anything. These are all like some of the factors when you see that you feel stressed. I think the first most factor of stress is anxiety. The feeling of your heart racing, like everything, due to expectations. So these are a few factors of stress. And I would like to narrate a small story actually. This happened last week when I was at work. Uh, Actually, work from home. I'm from Vizag, so I work at home, and my company is in Hyderabad. And during work, all of a sudden, my laptop got shut off. So I had nothing to do. My laptop got stopped automatically. At the same time, my manager had calls and calls over and over since they were facing some kind of issue in their Hyderabad location, and I was the only person off location. They were expecting me to do the work that is being held up there. So even though I explained him everything, he didn't quite understand, and his entire frustrations came upon me. So I couldn't sleep that night because I tirelessly tried to explain him, but nothing came out of it. So yeah, so looking at my story, I would say that stress. These are some of the factors that most stressful people experience it. With that said and done, yeah, I think let us move on from stress right now, and we have an interesting and exciting session to let us stress free. Let us cool down a bit with an amazing session by Toastmaster Raidu. He would be the table topics master. And I would encourage all the guests, Mr. Rajshekhar and anybody, all the guests present here to participate in this table topic session. And with that said and done, I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Raidu for the table topics. And we would continue after that.
Roshan, I'm clearly audible and visible, right?
Yes.
Thank you. So today we can have a different table topic session. So there are really 10 members. So we can divide them into 2 teams. Are you guys ready? Show me the
Yes.
thumbs up. Okay, acknowledgement. Yes. Okay, then. Lochan, Hemant, Rajshekhar, Uma Sushmita are be the part of one. Team 1. Abhiram, Krishna, Govind, and Summerman Wings are with the team 2. Okay. See, have you listened the game Truth or Dare?
Yes.
Okay. Team 1 name is Truth and team 2 name is Dare. Please keep your names as team, just like this. Truth underscore Lochan, Dare underscore Abhiram.
Okay.
Do it fast.
So I mean, your team is Truth team and our team is Dare team, or what?
Yeah, your team is Dare and his team is sorry. His team is Truth.
Okay.
Hemant, Rajshekhar, Umashika.
And I'm in which team? Can anybody say? It's
You are in
Sumer
Dare
Man.
team. You are
Yeah?
Dare.
Dare.
There. Okay, thank you.
Govind, I think the name suits you really well. Sorry, Dare Govind is really nice.
Okay.
Govind always says that dare before him.
Okay.
Today it is for everybody to see.
Please don't give the difficult
then.
challenges for Dare people. Because I can't walk. My leg is fractured. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So which team will go first? Which team?
Truth team, you can
Truth
go
or
ahead.
Dare? Which team?
Truth team, you can go ahead.
Truth first.
Okay, then.
Dare first. Dare first. We are Dare people. We are
first.
first now.
Okay, then.
No, it's
For the
always
Dare
ladies first.
team- Okay, then this is fast. Who will go Truth or Dare?
You can pick one someone because it's going to go around the entire day. You just pick something.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will go with Truth. There is no scam. Okay. So anyone can anyone can turn on their mic.
Yeah.
Okay, Lochin. First of all, I will ask you a question. So if you say the truth, you can go and give you a table topic, then you can answer. The question was, do you have any girl? If yes, tell her name.
Yes.
Okay, tell her name.
No, right now, no.
Right now, no. Okay, then. So I will give you a fantasy question for you. If you want to like to meet your girlfriend, how you are expecting to meet her? If you like to want to meet your girlfriend, how you expecting to meet her?
Thank you, Toastmaster, right? You have actually reopened some memories with that question. Anyway, so how do I want to meet someone is it's I would like to say that I'm actually a kind of fantasy guy. So going on with the movies theme, I would like to meet her unexpectedly at a shopping mall or someplace where I get to, we just get to interact suddenly after a long time. And after that, we get to know each other again. Maybe that is how maybe we reopen our dreams. And long story short, I actually don't want to meet again. I don't expect to meet again. But still, if I were to meet again, I were to meet the person as a new person with new thoughts. I mean, the same person as an evolved person with new thoughts, new motives, and new career aspirations. Since right now I'm actually focused on building my career, I would like to meet anybody and the person who has the right motive to encourage me in my career and in my life. That is how I wish to meet the person. Thank you.
Thank you, Lochin, for the wonderful attempt. So while I met the girls for my life, there's something will happen in the college and it spreads like a rumors and the girl won't talk with forever and ever. So these are the silly things that happened from my 10th class internal BTech. So for the date team, who will go next? Okay, Abhiram. Unmute yourself.
Yes.
Do you have a habit of listening songs?
Yes.
Okay, then sing a song for 10 seconds. So it's your
Oh
turn.
my-
Then you are eligible for answering a question.
Can you
It's your
sing a
day.
song? Is it a yes or
Yeah.
no question or what?
It's your day.
Oh my God. I don't want the guests to leave this meeting. Right.
Maybe they are waiting to listen to your one. It may be harder song. It may be not okay. You can sing for just 10 seconds for us.
Okay. I've been drinking more alcohol for the past 5 days. Did you check on me? Now, did you notice me? I got in the room, eyes are red, and I don't smoke banga. Did you check on me? Now, did you notice me? Oh, Holy Father, Holy Father. That's all from my side. Sorry if I
Thank you,
scared
Abraham.
anyone.
Yes, it's funny. Okay, then your question is, today you have the important meeting. You need to reach your office too early, but it was late. So how you'll manage your manager or HR? It's your question.
Can you repeat the question again, please?
Today you have the important meeting. You need to reach your office so early, but it was late. Now you have only 10 seconds to think and you need to convince your manager. So how you will convince him? Otherwise he will fire you out of the campus or out of the office.
So basically, before the moment I come late, I'll be getting a call. I usually go late to my workplace. Since I work in a field, I go on an everyday basis. I go late, and whenever the clock hits the time, I immediately get a call from my boss. We do not have HR here, but my boss calls me, and in between I will not lift. But based on this topic, what I'll be doing is I'll directly say him that I just fell off. I'm going back again, going to get my wounds dressed, and I'll be coming back again. I don't think I think this will work, and my manager will listen. This is what I would do if there is an important meeting and I'm about to arrive late to the meeting. I'm going to lie. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Abraham, for this conversation. So when I miss the bus, I need to convince my mother that I was not interested to go to college. So the table topics mainly helps me to talk impromptu with my mother in that situation. Okay, then we will go next from truth. Hello, Mashishmita. Yeah, me too also.
Hi.
So I have a question for answering the truth. What's the favorite place?
Home.
What
There
is
is
your
no place like home. Wherever we go, it's peace when we finally land back at our place we call our own.
okay then? Your table topics number. I'm your father. I gave you 2 lakhs of rupees,
Hmm.
and I told you to learn alone and don't come to home for next 2 weeks. So what are the places you will visit and why?
Could you please come? You gave me 2 lakhs and
I'm your father. I gave 2 lakhs of rupees for you.
Hmm.
I told you to not to dare or to present at home visit all the places in the world.
Hmm.
So if you like to visit the places you like, tell me the reason for why.
Thank you for the question, Toastmaster Raidu. If my dad always does that, but the unbudgeted 2 lakhs you're talking about, if you give me as my father and ask me to travel wherever I like, first thing I would ask him to accompany me. I'll tell him that it's not where I go, but it's who I go with. So I'll ask him to join me on that trip. I will tell we'll make memories to where place we go, and that too would be priceless to store, to cherish for a lifetime. So wherever we go, be it Himalayas, be it Kanyakumari, or be it my dad's favorite Vishakhapatnam, we'll still enjoy it, though they are very routine because it's with the people we love. So, yes, if you give me that kind of a budget, father, I'll ask you to join me. We'll go to all the beach town cities because that's what both of us will love, beaches, beach cities, and we'll have a very good time. I will also take along my daughter because, yes, every trip will be incomplete without her. So we'll all go together to and cover almost all the beaches in the country. Though the beaches may be the same, but still each city has its own beauty. Each shore city has its own beauty. Every different city has something different to offer. And I would like to experience what each city has to offer. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcus. So the pictures, they looks beautiful at the night. So I like to watch the beach at night and I have a chance in my life. So from the next day, who will go next?
I will go.
Okay. Okay. I was thinking which day I wanna need to give for Krishna. Krishna, what are the things you like most?
I like most I like doing the meditation and chanting of Vedas. I like this one, and currently one more thing is added. Public speaking is added in my basket. So these 3 things is much more, and one more thing is that chit chat on various topics.
So coming to your question, what is your worst experience you never faced in your friend's home?
What is worst experience?
Experience you have faced
Experience?
in your friend. What is your worst experience you have faced in your friend's home?
Friend's home. Okay, right. So one bitter experience which I had with my friends is that, so it happened to be to join in Maharashtra, one of the famous pharmaceutical industry, and getting the house is very difficult. And one of my friend offered me his room. I said, okay, we both will want to stay, and along with me, 4 people are staying here. And suddenly, that was the situation, very fun-loving, and I am the senior person over the team members, and they become very close to me that way. So every day we're spending a lot of amount for boozing, and even though lunch, dinner, everything I spend with them. Suddenly, in my bank account, 10,000 rupees is disappeared. And something I thought that maybe bank people have done some mistakes and it may come back. At 10,000 rupees, it is, even though it's a big amount to me, that I taken very lightly. And next month, another 6,000 rupees is gone, and 16,000 rupees suddenly. What the things happening to me that I felt something is fishy in my things. Maybe bank account is the problematic. Then along with my friend, we both are gone to the bank account, bank manager, I narrated the story. Sir, last month also 10,000 rupees are is gone from my account, and this month 6,000 rupees are gone from my account. And myself and my friend both we explained to him, and he said it opened all this transactions, and he said that one with your card only morning 6 o'clock this both transaction is taken place. And in my whole lifetime, I never wake up at 6 o'clock. And he's selling that one my debit card only. Then I suspected somebody from my room only has happened. And I suspected, and I told to there, means I can't say that one, that belongs to Maharashtra guys. And I used to stay, I'm an Andhra guy. And more Andhra person is there in my HR department. I told this one, something has happened, sir. How to get it? Who is the person can take it? He said that crores of amount where transaction is taking place from our office, and no problem. In the bank, you know that one timings also, no date also, you know that one, and camera is near to this. Every ATM center camera is there. We'll check it that one. And that fellow is telling, along with me, my friend also present. So that is the next day morning, we need to go to the bank and we need to see this one surveillance. And night at 12 o'clock, we were just discussing, and suddenly my friend hold my legs and is weeping. And what happened? I take that amount I taken by me only. And how you taken? I know your PIN number. How you came to know my PIN number? Every time you are going along with you, I'm also coming to the ATM. I know your PIN number. And morning, I taken your card and I taken those things. There's a bitter experience which I had, and what I need to do this one. The person I believed, and he's taken that the 16,000 rupees. And later, this situation, each person to know because he's my friend. I came to know, and today he is a thief in your room, and tomorrow maybe in the office also. This type of situation should not be happening in the office also. This type of attitude I don't want. So he lost the job also. So this is the big experience, and I had, and I can't forget in my whole life. Be careful. Some of the things which you are believing, some things will happen to this, and move on this. Thank you much.
Thank you, Krishna. But my friends can't take money from my bank. My bank always 100 rupees or 10 rupees. Some of the banks ATMs will not give less than 5 rupees. So who is my next volunteer from Truth?
Yeah.
Lojan completed in Hemant. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many times you bunked the college? Tell me the truth.
How many times?
Yeah.
There is. I think more than 100.
Okay, which year,
Yeah.
which year are you?
I'm an pre-finalist student. So
Okay,
I'm currently studying in third.
thank you. I'm on more than 100 times. Tell me the most adventurous thing you have done in college while you're bunking.
Okay. The most adventurous. I cannot say that that would be adventurous, but we usually went to movies and all these things. Whenever we used to go to the classes, maybe we will go to Ramakrishna Beach or CMR Central. These are the minimum basic places everyone will go. If you are in Visakhapatnam and you are studying, and if you are bunking, definitely everyone will go there. I think even some of in our group also when I used to went there, like not so adventurous. I have done nothing anything like adventurous. Just we used to go to movies or parks just to hang out with the friends. That's it. We haven't done anything the much adventurous. We only used to go to movies and beaches. That's it. Yeah.
Thank you, Hemant. So why you see the movies on September 9th, I think. So the 3 movie has been released. So I like to watch that movie in theater. It's my dream from the past 5 years. Actually, I went for movie. So that's the experience in college. So from there, who are going next? Okay.
Yes.
Do you know Telugu?
I don't know Telugu. Sorry.
Do you know any Balakrishna dialogues? You can say any dialogue.
Balkrishna.
No? You want to like to say any dialogue from any favorite movie you like?
Um, okay, I'll just try out. I'll try out from a movie, Bazigar, which is Shah Rukh Khan's movie. I'll try out a dialogue from that movie. It is like, हार कर जीतने वाले को ही बाजीगर कहते हैं. That means the person who loses and wins others' heart is called bazigar.
Thank you. Thank you. So when you lose, okay, can you say it again the dialogue, please?
Yeah, what?
Can you say the dialogue again?
I should say the dialogue again. It is like, हार कर जीतने वाले को ही बाजीगर कहते हैं. So even though if we lose anything, but if we are winning the hearts of so many people, even after our loss, that is only that person is called the bazigar. Means the what we say bazigar as means he played a way. It's a trick to win others' heart by losing it out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So tell me that you loses a lot of times, but you are still as a winner. And tell me the trick that was behind it.
Pardon me, I didn't got you.
I'm clearly audible.
1 second.
Okay.
So Ayudu, you can just post whatever the question in the chat box also, if it is not audible for her.
Yes.
Tell me about the thing that you have loses most in your life, but still you are a winner.
The thing which I have lost. Okay, I'll just say on this. See, I have a habit. First of all, thank you, thank you, Toastmaster Raidu, for giving me such a wonderful topic, and giving me a dare to speak on this particular topic. I have a habit of writing. I grew with this habit of writing from my childhood time, but I didn't knew about this thing. And even after growing up, like I used to still even now I write stories on different topics like how humans will be with aliens and robots, few kind of horror stories. What are the nasty haunted shades of a human being? There are so many stories. Even like childhood for relating to kids stories also, I used to write so many stories like how this stories like Fox and the Grapes, to Silly Goats. Those things are connected in real life as how like present scenario is all about. So I'm writing so many stories. I started up my website. Yeah, I started up and I gave 4 years of my work to the website, but still I didn't got any result even with that. And but still, like the thing is, I feel still I have not lost it. Still, I have my passion to write. So, keeping my website aside, I just now joined out this few things like Toastmasters Club and a few other things like Open Mic Way, or those things to improve my own more capabilities. And again, I will be back. But even after losing the work, uh, means still I feel like I have not lost it. I'm still focused on my work even after I have lost it so many times. But still I feel I am focused like on my work still. Thank you. Can I speak a little bit more on this topic if you don't mind? One more thing I can say, I have a great passion for learning. When I was in my 12th standard, like what you people say over here has degree, not degree, second. So at that time, I was so passionate to be a lawyer. My total focus was only to be a lawyer. I only wanted to be a lawyer, nothing else I thought of, and nothing else I imagined about. So at that time, I wrote 2 exams for for law college and even for law university. I just went to 4 to 5 different lawyers, and I just got the training to how to talk, we should be when we are like a lawyer, like how boldly we have to talk, how means like a simple thing which a lawyer understand is for every problem there is a solution. Just find out the solution and you will get success. That's it. So for every problem there is a solution, and even like how you have to be physically, mentally bold in the society. So few things I got trained and from 3 4 lawyers, but the thing I lost that thing. Why? Because of the reservation system which our India is following out. Even though I cleared up the exam, but I didn't got the placement in the law college in Chennai. Instead of that, I got the placement in Madurai, and because like my mother, she was single. I lost my father at a very early age, 10. So my mother didn't allow me to go out for 5 years and study that thing. So but even today I feel like okay, those 6 months training which I got from the lawyers, it's really helpful
Sorry
for
to
me even now.
interrupt, Pinky. Sorry to
Thank
interrupt,
you.
Pinky.
Thank you.
Table
Thank you. Thank
topics.
you.
Yeah, it's only for two
Thank
minutes.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And
Yeah.
sorry for this long conversation. And thank you for giving this beautiful topic.
Thank you, Pinky, for attending the table topic and share your feelings about it. So I also have a habit of writing love stories a lot. I often has my habit. So that's all. Now I like to hand over the stage to TM Modi, Toastmaster of the day. So yeah, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Tochen. I hope that you have enjoyed the game.
Uh, Thank you, Toastmaster Raidu. There was a unique way of doing the game topics. I really enjoyed that session. We were actually discussing about stress, and we had quite a few impromptu truth and dare session right now. So I'm going to make you stressful again, get you back to stress. Previously, we just talked about what work stress is. We talked about what are the factors leading to stress at work. And we talk about the different symptoms or whatever you can experience due to the stress at work. Now, I'll be sharing my screen. Just give me a minute. I hope my screen is visible. Yes, right. So, yeah, it is right. I've changed the slide so it is visible. Yeah, okay. So, moving on from this, we will learn. I'm going to have three major tips. There are different subcategories under each tip of how we can recover from work stress. And from this slide, I would want to mention what burnouts is. Burnouts is an extreme exhaustion from stress, feeling of losing everything due to work stress is burnout. So the excessive stress causes burnout. So from this, I would like to move on. And my first tip of the day for this works is relaxation. Under relaxation, there are different ways in which you can practice relaxation. There is something called relaxation paradox. The relaxation paradox, which usually says that the people under more work stress, uh, the people under more work stress actually feel less likely to be relaxed. But I don't think that is true. Stress is a common platform for anybody, and I think it depends on the individual of how much he can take the stress. So relaxation is a beautiful concept that will soothe your body and try to cope up with the stress. There are different ways in which you can practice relaxation. One is by practicing the art of meditation and breathing. Meditation and breathing generally doctors actually suggest a stress a person to take slow and deep breaths. If we take slow and deep breaths, we will have the time, we will get a hang of our breath and we will have the time to relax our thoughts and mind. And the second thing, exercise and yoga. Uh, there's a saying, a good body and a good mind is a way to life. So I think when you want your mind to be good and it demands the body to be fit, it demands the body to remain healthy. I think exercise and yoga do the right things. Since yoga has been spread throughout the world, I think it is a growing form of exercise, and I think everybody should do exercise and yoga in order to fit and be stressed. And the third thing for relaxation is listening to music. I hope everybody listens to music. If not, I think we can have Abhiram sing you some music. There is uh, a nice song by him. So yeah, keeping that aside, listening to music, actually listening to soothing music or relaxing music or low tone music is what helps us relax. This is the first step that I would like to do. The second step is called mastery. What do you think mastery means? When you're a master at somebody, you have to be good at something. That is exactly what the second tip is. This might be difficult to accept, but actually research has showed that mastery is actually a good tip for uh, coping with stress. Mastery is some activity which challenges you to be better, challenges you to have that adrenaline rush, right? You can be a master at studies, you can be a master instrument player, you can be a master painter, you can be a master cooker or a master chef. So anything that will challenge you to be better uh, is mastery. And there's actually a German psychologist who has done a research on this. And on his research, he has actually given like 100 or 200 people different activities which they are good at, and he made them attend classes or something on that. And it has shown an amazing figure of 91% recovery in stress when they are doing mastery. Even though the proportion is small, but the percentage is very high. So this is my second tip for recovering the stress. The third tip is detachment. Everybody we know what detachment means. Detachment means to detach from whatever you're holding on. So during detachment, we have to take a break from the work. That will help you. So the first way of detachment is vacations. Everybody enjoys the vacations. I think traveling is one of the best medicines. You get to bond with your family, your friends, maybe with the environment, nature, or the place you go. You get to experience the culture. This all will help us to, quite a detach yourself from the work stress and all. And during workloads, what you can do is you can take mini breaks. Generally, I think when I work, when I've heard my friends talking about their work breaks, they usually attend office at 9 and they get a lunch break at around 12:30 or 1. They have a 1 hour break and they usually get a coffee break around 4. But as research suggests that this is not the right thing because this will pile up the this will pile up all this stress on you. And like taking mini breaks of around one break at around 1 hour for 5 minutes, that will actually help your body to revive itself. And the third thing is technological detachments. We all know that cell phones are the biggest cause of worry. Social media is the biggest cause of worry. I'm not sure if you know that because people are so attached to cell phones that even work is from cell phones and everything. There's an option in our cell phones to have a notification set for a particular time. Research actually shows that having to set your notifications after your work hours or particular time during the probably at the night hours will actually help you improve yourself. In fact, all these tips uh, will not only improve your stress managing ability, but also your health as an overall. With that said and done, I would like to conclude the theme of the day. Before I conclude the theme of the day, actually, I want to hand over the stage to the general evaluator for the evaluations of the meetings. Over to you, general evaluator.
That was a lovely session, Toastmaster Lochan. I mean, I'll try implement those and see whether those things actually suit my workplace, work stress kind of things. Yeah, we are running out of time. It's already 15 minutes past 7. So now I'll be calling upon our tag team, Timer, Accounter, and Grammarian for today's meeting. Please be ready with your reports. Now I call upon Toastmaster Govind. I'm sorry. Okay, Toastmaster Govind is currently traveling, so I'll be telling the report of Timer on behalf of Toastmaster Govind. So except Pinky, also known as Sumarman Wings, no, she has outpassed the timings for table topics. That is, she has taken 3 minutes 17 seconds, making her disqualified for voting for the table topics thing. And as we do not have any prepared speeches, I will end my timer report for now. And next, I call upon our counter, Toastmaster Raidu. Please share your report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So I divide the whole week into 3 segments: introduction, table topic, and evaluation. So coming to the introduction part, Sajana terms, Toastmaster Govind, there are no accounts, no repeated words, and PO, there is one account and there are no repeated words. And coming to most of the day, Toastmaster Lochan, there are more than 5 hours. And now coming to table topic segment, Toastmaster Akram have 2 accounts. Toastmaster Krishna have no accounts and no repeated words. And Toastmaster have one short pass and 1 account and no repeated words. And Pinky have 2 repeated words and no accounts and 1 short pass. And Toastmaster Smita have 1 account and 1 no repeated words.